All right, so I'm about to shut all this Jesus shit down right now. First of all, there's no Roman records, there's no Jewish records, there's no inscriptions, there's no writings, contemporary writings about Jesus, nothing. The Gospels cannot be evidence because they were written around 70 or around 40 to 70 years after the supposed Jesus would have lived. There's no people that have written about Jesus while he was alive. Those accounts are anonymous and they were written way after his supposed death. On top of them contradicting each other, all of them, they all contradict each other. And Paul does not describe a historical Jesus. Paul only describes a mythical Jesus, something that he just experienced in his own mind. He had a fucking hallucination, and that's if Paul real. No miracles, no birthplace, no timeline. Then didn't explain shit. And Roman historians like Tacitus, Josephus, and Pliny, they specifically tell you, if you look into their writings, they specifically tell you who they're talking about and what they're talking about. If you go deep into them, you will like see that, especially Josephus, you will definitely see that Josephus is talking about specific Jesuses, not the Jesus of Nazareth. He's specifically talking about different types of Jesus, different people that are named Jesus, not the Jesus of Nazareth, not the Jesus that most people think of, like when you talk about Jesus. So Tacitus, Josephus, and Pliny, they not talking about this a man that fucking walked on water and did none of this, you know what I'm saying? None of this miraculous, quote unquote, miraculous shit. Like, hell no. Another thing is that the virgin birth, the dying and rising Savior, the cosmic judgmenter, the one that's coming for atonement of sins and all that bullshit. That was in even older mythologies. If anything, the Jesus that we know of today is a composite of different Middle Eastern mythologies, different figures within different Middle Eastern mythologies. And for y'all that want to say most scholars agree, just because most scholars agree doesn't mean it's evidential. All right, just because most scholars agree on something doesn't mean that the evidence actually aligns with what is factual. You can have a lot of scholars can agree on a lot of shit, but if you don't take your time to actually delve into the actual documents in the context of all of the information, then you ain't gonna know what the fuck you ain't gonna know. So you can't appeal to authority with this shit. You can't appeal to scholarly authority when it comes to stuff like this, because most of the world right now believes in Jesus or Muhammad or they have a Jewish religion or something like that. And all this shit fucked up. All this shit fake. Scholarly probability does not equal to evidence. All right. So that's it. That's it. Ain't nobody like look at everything that motherfuckers contemporary evidence. Well, people the stuff that people claim to be contemporary evidence of Jesus, and you will see that it's not. It ain't what it's really about. And that lets you know that Jesus most likely didn't exist. Like 85 to 90% didn't exist. And that's enough for me to be like, why should I even put all of my shit into, like, why should I even put all my faith and hopes and desires into this ideology? Why should I even do that? Why shouldn't I be skeptical? Why shouldn't I be questioning everything, continue questioning everything? Is if I never questioned none of this, I wouldn't even know this information. Like, we need to start questioning stuff, y'all. Like, get outside them boxes that y'all trapped in, bro. Start questioning shit, man. Like, this shit fake as hell. It's fake. Like, I don't give a damn, bro. If something 90% don't exist, like, even if it's a chance, like a 10% chance it do exist, I'm finna side with the 90%. What you mean? The fuck? Or at least keep my mind open until, further unravelings of information come through, so I can know. You know what I'm saying? So I can actually know. Like, that's the whole point of having a brain, bro. We need to know stuff, bro. We need to be knowing shit. We need to be studying shit to where we like at least 90%. Is what I'm saying. Like, because you know what I'm saying? You can have conviction in something. You can have conviction in something, or a confidence in something, and it ain't even a real shit. But when you have facts behind what you know what I'm saying, what you think you know, then you can have a certain level of certainty about that. That's all I'm saying.